Okay, this is for her Adderall. Firstly, if your coach has kicked you out of a group chat in which she couldn't communicate to you that if you weren't present for tryouts, then that would exclude you from being considered for the team. Right? If she couldn't just text that to you or just privately message you before kicking you out of this group chat and say, hey, I think you're a great player, but since you couldn't attend the tryout, right? Like any communication, and the fact that she's done this or he's done this kind of shows that this isn't someone who you want to be coached by anyway, right? And despite where you are in the season, doesn't matter if there's teams around you, or if you missed trial windows for certain teams. Teams will consider you if you've invested the time in yourself where you can play well, right? So I think what you can always rely on is your own personal training routine, right? And what you do on a daily basis. So I think, if this were to happen to me, I would probably be pretty frustrated and pretty upset. So I think the first thing you should do is have a long-term view, right? If you love playing soccer, then the goal should be, spending a few minutes each day growing your game, whether it's juggling, dribbling, or maybe using a kick trainer to improve your passing and shooting. And that's a great place to start if you're not using one already. My personal favorite is the SKLZ Solo Kick Trainer. It's $24 on Amazon, or you could make one yourself with a size 1 or a size 2 ball and some rope and some duct tape. And the reason why this is relevant is because it's a great tool to cram months of training into days or weeks, right? Teams like AC Milan, Sevilla, Ajax, they all encourage their youth teams to use kick trainers. And I'm not saying it's the best way to improve your first touch, your timing, your rhythm, your passing, your shooting, but it's super effective because you can bring it everywhere you go. It's lightweight, it's portable, it's cheap, comparatively to a rebounder. And the portability is, I think, the most important aspect, right? Because you can't bring a kick trainer with you. It's hard to bring kick trainers with you everywhere you go. Not a lot of places, like you don't have to go to a wall to develop your passing and shooting. So for all those reasons, if you're not using a kick trainer already, it's probably one of the most underrated soccer training tools around. So I'd highly recommend that. And what this is going to do, by helping you train smarter, it's going to allow you to develop confidence, relaxation, and awareness in your game, right? So just by effortlessly getting a lot of touches, it's really going to help you with your striking and striking abilities and your first touch. The second thing that I mention in almost every single video I make is learning how to be super relaxed, and learning how to breathe is something that they don't really teach in school, in American public schools, or I think most coaches don't teach it either. So a great video of learning how to breathe, search How to Breathe by Dr. Vranich, Vranich. The third thing I would suggest that you might want to consider is, at first, bringing a size 1 or a size 2 ball with you everywhere you go, just so you could start to increase your volume of touches, like, before school, after school, before work, after work, picnics, barbecues, vacations, everywhere you go. If you have a ball with you, then everywhere becomes your field, right? If you can just bring the joy of soccer and juggling and dribbling with you everywhere, then you can improve faster than other players just by training effortlessly, playing effortlessly. The last thing I'll suggest is juggling different size balls. I think juggling different size balls is one of the fastest ways to really level up compared to other players, because I don't think a lot of players are thinking about juggling different size balls that seriously. I don't think they realize the benefits, and the benefits are that smaller balls are gonna help you improve your precision, Heavier balls, larger balls, going to help you improve your power. So juggling different size balls is really going to help you sharpen your touch and be more dangerous on the field. In terms of just athletic movement and developing soccer strength, if you don't know what an RMT rope is, you definitely want to check that out. Search how to make an RMT rope. It's just it's a simple length of rope, soft length of rope as long as you are tall. And why this is super important is because it's really going to help with your timing. It's going to help with your running mechanics, with your explosiveness, with your balance. It's like every part of your game on the field will improve if you make your own RMT rope and start to use it just by swinging it around. And the inventor, David Weck, says you got to learn the alternating underhand sneak. Right, alternating underhand sneak. So give some of those things a try, because I really think that not only are they going to have you more confident, but they're also going to have you be more relaxed and be more aware, just playing at a higher level and in a relaxed way where, if you take some of these suggestions seriously, I really think you're going to see a change in your mentality, in your training, in your playing, and I think you're just going to have more fun playing soccer. So don't worry about the coach kicking you out of the group chat, because that's very unprofessional. I would never do that. I mean, that's just an unprofessional way to run a team, right? And no matter what, she should have communicated anything to you or had a phone call and just spoke candidly about her decision to not have you on her team. So that's not right. So I would continue to grow your game every day, and then see which teams are closest in your area. Even boys teams, you could, even if you're one of the worst on a boys team, you will level up so fast you have no idea, right? You want to be around players. I mean, ideally you're not the worst on the team, but you never want to be the best on the team, right? So either clubs in your area, even if they're younger boys teams in your area, I would choose that over a team that's your age, that's farther away. But that's just that's just what I would do. But reach out with any questions, and I hope some of these ideas help. All right, thank you.